Video game player bases are getting more and more impatient, so to appease the appetite of the masses, here are 25 quick tips, guaranteed not to overstay their welcome, for that one-of-a-kind MMO FPS, Planetside 2. One, if hurt near a spawn room, take medic and heal yourself up. Switch back, profit. 2. You can shoot fighters and Valkyries with small arms. If everyone shoots them, they can often scare the aircraft off, if not kill them. 3. Have no redeploy where you want to go? Well, grab a Valkyrie and fly over there and drop out, as it's safe now. Or, if you want to play light assault, an ESF will do, bail and jetpack safely to the ground. 4. If you're an engineer, throw the ammo box for free XP. Try to get it where other boxes aren't and people are gathered. 5. As a new player, don't spend your certs on a weapon. Seriously, this is the biggest tip I can ever give. The default weapons on all factions are generally good. Spend it on abilities on classes you want to use. This will really buff you. 6. If you're playing Lone Wolf, join a squad near where you are fighting. Usually someone will have a shared XP boost, and also they'll be more likely to res you, plus bonus squad XP. 7. Throwing a grenade exactly where you want it to go often fails. Use the floors, walls or whatever terrain to bounce it so it doesn't overshoot. 8. Planetside 2 has bullet travel time, so you'll often have to compensate and lead moving targets. Try and experiment with how much ahead you need to shoot. 9. On any jump pad, you can control yourself with spacebar and arrow keys. On light assaults, if you face off and hit the jetpack, you can slingshot really far. But still, on a heavy assault or whatever class, you can slightly miss the jump pad or slightly move yourself across so you don't land straight where the enemy are expecting you. 10. See a zerg of vehicles at an almost lost base? Well, put pizzas or betterly known tank mines on the roads before they come, and reap the explosive reward. #11. 11. When at full resources, pulling a vehicle will often only act as an advantage. Use it to cause havoc, bail when almost dead, and carry on as you were. 12. Mountains and other terrain can block lock-ons. It isn't always a sure thing, but worth diving behind terrain if you hear that monotonous beeping. 13. If a base has over 60% of enemy attackers, which you can check by hovering over the hex on the map screen, then it's most likely undefendable. And if you leave the spawn room, you'll be farmed by spawn room campers. To avoid this, either prepare at the next base or take an aircraft or vehicle to try and farm the ones that are camping you. 14. When you run out of ammo on your main weapon, it can be much quicker to switch to the pistol and get a few shots off rather than reloading, which may save your life in very tricky situations. 15. You can get to the higher levels of the biolab as any class by jumping up the rock face between the two teleporters. 16. Medkits are kind of overpowered. If facing the wrong way when getting hit, you can spam these and run away to safety most times. Controversial, but true. 17. In a tank, make sure you check the third person in the air often so you don't get blown up by a C4 fairy. You have more vision this way, and if you have it, you could put the auto turret near you and this will lock on and alert you to them. 18. On towers you can hide in the rafters or on the top levels, and 90% of the game's population doesn't look up, so you can kill them for free. 19. Look at the minimap. You can follow those red dots and get the drop on them pants down. You can make it bigger by pressing the default H key, zoom in with the right bracket and out with the left bracket. 20/RE talks through all of your alloys in a region. If you want to point out a spawn location or something strategical without letting those pesky enemies know. 21. Fire off your weapons a few times, observe the recoil pattern and try to compensate for it by bursting rapidly and trying to recenter on your target in the opposite recoil direction. Simples. 22. Engineer anti-infantry turrets have a hole at the top. You can snipe them through it or get a rocket in there for a rewarding kill. 23. Having a high level implant will often drain your energy too fast to keep up as a free player, but the level 1 ones can be used pretty constantly. I personally put level 1 health regen on all characters, but then again, I don't really like the implant system. 24. When sniping, don't stay in the same spot, always move, otherwise an enemy sniper will headshot you or another class will flank you. 25. If you get 60 FPS and above, you can climb a lot of terrain by constantly jumping. This includes small vertical walls, which can really get the drop on enemies. Anyway, I hope that was bite-sized enough for you all to enjoy. I know there's some in there that are more for new players, but maybe something that old players didn't know that much. Anyway, if you didn't like small videos, then hopefully I'll have a longer video out next time. Anyway, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time everybody, Joshino.